That's good.
Hey guys, what up? What up? We have our Prophet Summoner Day. As we mentioned yesterday, it was even, I think as of when I was hopping off yesterday, I had already decided I was going Prophet, so like it is what it is. So we're going Prophet Summoner with the expectation that we're going minions, and we're going to hope they are halfway decent. Hopefully. Arcane is here today in the background, probably playing PoE.
Yeah, I'm big.
Oh, I have a skin. One of the drops, eh? That's my guess. I will use you though. I guess what else is there? Oh, I have a duck companion. Yeah, we'll play it. We'll play like this. All right. By the way, I've also been playing early. I know something I really noticed. I got. You know, I'm still going my Raptor setup.
Raptors.
Yeah, it's a dot and everything. I really noticed. I actually really enjoy my, what do you call it? I enjoy crits a decent amount more than I enjoy dots in Ellie, which is interesting. I never really thought about it.
Bleed, like ailments, because they don't feel like dots if you have to constantly hit to max out numbers.
Yeah, like dots, because I've
But
played.
those are dots, right? Like bleed and shit.
Yeah, I've played bleed, bees. The Raptor fire breath is also a dot, by the way. It's just not an ailment. So it's kind of interesting going, because like I always figured I didn't like them as much, but now I really know that. Okay, I was like, don't tell me how to summon you every single time. Cool. The worm is actually not bad. Way more damage off rip, and actually has AoE. Anyways, all this to say, I got Naustut, which is the sword that allows me to navigate to keyring, then proceed to the north to open the golden chest by the well. I mean, I've done this. Is this why I haven't been able to open other golden chests? Because I've not been manually navigating. Anywho, and I realized something about well, it's not only just dots, because saying dots is not the full story, right? Companions in Primalists they aren't made equal. Because here's like an example of the differences between what the are you not gonna do something, my guy? Here's an example of just how insane the scaling. Oi, worm, what are we doing? Is this a spell? No, it's not. Are you bugging out or something? Okay, you're attacking now. Weird stuff. Anyways, woo-hoo. Okay, quick death. Run it back. Let me try to sort my thoughts. Yeah, so like, what I mean by not all companions are made equal is, I'll give you Stormcrows as an example, and I'll give you Raptors. For Raptors, you get one baseline Can't get more. The way you get more is by using a sword. This one-handed sword comes with a 42 to 47% less damage done by a Raptor multiplier. So by virtue of one, that's a good question. Why? I don't know. But that's
strong by default. Or do they have good base damage?
The one Raptor is strong. You can't get more than that. So, but you use the sword, and all of a sudden, let's say like for me, I can get 7 companions. You get to 7, but with that less damage multiplier, you're effectively doing the damage of like maybe 3 to 4 original Raptors instead of 7, which is a very big difference. Whereas look at Stormcrows. By default, they just fill up your entire companion room, no issues, no less damage multiplier. They just do. Now, on the note of that, you also look at the Fire Breath. What do they need to do to make Fire Breath succeed? It's a dot, but it's not an ailment, which means you scale damage over time. You can put points into it on the tree and kind of scale damage over time on it, on fire and whatnot. So it's also scales off of flat damage, which is good. But it has a base 8-second cooldown. Now you can spend 4 points to take off 2 seconds total from this cooldown. So now it becomes 6 seconds. Then you can spend an extra 4 points getting, is this 60% CDR, something like that? That's 8 points spent. You don't touch any multipliers. Also, you can use this ability more. Then after all is said and done, yeah, which you can finagle it and make it so you use it without even caring about the cooldown, but that involves constantly spamming its companion ability by using other skills to reset it, like Eterra's Blessing. You cast it on the Raptor, it resets. You cast the Rampage, he breathes fire. You cast Eterra's Blessing, you turn it into a 2-button build. But if you don't want this and you just want them to do their thing, you're looking at like when it's all said and done, you scaled everything properly into endgame. You look like a 2.1 to like 3 second CD, right? Look on the flip side, Stormcrows. They have a node that gives you multiplicative damage per summoned Stormcrow up to like 100%. They have a node where your melee hits give them more damage, stacking up to 3 times. So I think it's like 4 or 5 points, and you spec those 5 points in, and now they do 60% more damage per melee hits, stack them to 3 times. So that's 180% multiplicative damage, on top of the fact that they're getting, what is the maximum amount they get from, I have Last Epoch 2 planner here. Stormcrows, they get 4% per point up to 5, so that's 20% more damage per active crow. So now, because you have 7, all of a sudden this one modifiers give you like 140% more damage, and then there's the other 180% more damage. You've only spent 9 points on your tree to get these 2 modifiers that are built out of the same requirement node. And I'm just like, okay. Then there's another node on the tree for crows that says your melee attacks gives it base crits 4%, but this one stacks up to 3 times. Actually, wait, hold up. Yes, it also stacks up to 3 times, and this is 4% per point. So on max points, if you were to invest fully into it, you're looking at a 20% base crit per hit, stacking 3 times. That's 60% base crit when you've hit 3 times with melee hits, just 3 times. So effectively, one melee hit would give you 20% base crits, 60% more damage, on top of you having base 140% more damage because you have 7 crows. Whereas with the Raptors, you're already sitting on the 40% less, 42% less damage, but play the best case scenario just to have 6 of them. And you spend 8 points just getting the cooldown to a decent point. You haven't talked about any points to give it actual like damage, because there is a multiplicative 20% more damage per point on the tree. You can get to 100% more damage there. and then you can get like a different 8 time, like 30% more damage with 4 points somewhere else. That also scales area. But those are about the only 2 different more multipliers you have access to on the Raptors. Again, you are sitting on a 40% less damage multiplier already, baseline. But the beautiful thing is there's Tempest Strike. Tempest Strike is a melee skill that gives you flat, that can give you and your minions flat spell damage. 4 points will give you 4 flat damage per to you and your minions. Cool. You hit it once, it stacks an infinite amount of times, but it only lasts 8 seconds. So in theory, you can get 3 times 8 because you can only proc 3 times a second for the total amount of flat damage. It's a decent amount. We'll use 10 stacks as an example. If you get to 10 stacks, that's 40%. That's 40 flat damage. There's a node on this tree that doubles the effect on Stormcrow specifically and totems if you have 50 intelligence. So all of a sudden now Stormcrows are eating twice as good from this one node because they are Stormcrows, and it's a melee ability, so it's still proccing everything from the Stormcrow side. So by using this one skill, you get everything I mentioned from the Stormcrows and then flat damage. Now, like I said, the Fire Breath also, it's also scales off of flat damage, so this does help the Raptors, but they're not getting double effects. So you're getting the base 4. So in the same 10, they're getting 40. Crows are getting 80 on top of the other effects. So like, I've just seen all of these things, and like, I'm in my head, I'm like, what the fuck does the Fire Breath even have going for it? Because it's not base damage, it's not crits, it's not sudden because it's a damage over time. Stormcrows hits once, they crits, you die. These guys are stuck in place, breathing fire for like 3 seconds to kill a pack after having their damage nerfs. So like, I'm just like, I don't know. It's TLDR, not exactly motivating to continue with the Fire Raptors, seeing the stark differences. And it also explains why Stormcrows have been meta for a bit,
Yeah. I mean, they got a rework buff.
Yeah. So do I have to manually cast it? What is going on here? Like, I feel like it almost feels like it's bugged. Like, it's passively attacks, but it feels like it attacks when it wants to. Oh, it's attacking. Good. Anyways, I just thought that was kind of funny. Attack frequency between the two.
Like, they're rooting for that shit to fail.
Yeah.
I would love to hear the design decision behind that, because in my eyes, I'm like, okay, like I can see someone putting that on like a Giga OP Spectre. But like, what are we doing with that? What's the goal? What are you pre-firing?
That's a good question. Is it because of the AoE? Because like, I really don't get it. I really do not get it. I picked up something that's of intellect. Where are you at? What is this? Cane of energy. Okay, they all require levels. I mean, to a large degree, that has been part of the problem I've had with Ellie. Because, like, if I look at the companions we have access to, certain ones I understand the design decision as to why there's a limit. Like Bear, I can understand why we only have one Bear because of the way Earthquake is now. But pre-Earthquake, why did we have only one Bear? Like, why couldn't we get any more? Why is there no generic way to get X amount of companions? If the sword had a less damage multiplier but like was generic, I'll say sure, whatever, okay, that's the price you pay. But like, this is specifically on the Raptors, so and you can imagine this also affects non fire breath builds, because like I also tried, I'm already scaling those, might as well see how bleed feels. She felt ass, because when you throw on a big less damage multiplier on that and you only have 6 minions to even apply to begin with, your clear goes straight into the toilet. Now, of course, I'm also just not geared, so like in the high end might be a better experience once I have like AoE for my flame breath and all these other things. But I just don't see the damage not even competing. I just don't see damage being that great when skilled, because like, what am I going to get access? I'm going to get access to bigger multipliers, so at the very least I'll have that going, which is nice. But I don't think bigger multipliers are saving it.
I just had one of those maps where I literally like died 4 times in the beginning of the map that I spoke about with Charlatan.
Yeah.
I can't speak to the like I don't have that good of a base. It's hard to have that good of a baseline. These maps is a very tough maps. But I was gonna say that I was asking myself, I actually thought that would be unplayable, but it doesn't actually feel that way to me, because I don't know, like I'm literally just like, yeah, they can kill me like 3 times, but as soon as I ramp, they will all die. So like, but also I'm having fun playing. So I guess it just depends on how fun the skill you're playing is for you to be able to accommodate a play style like that, I guess. Because I thought I would hate that. I thought that'd be like a deal breaker.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often. It happens like one every like 10 maps. If the maps like mods just like pre-ramp are just like a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe like I fought a rare monster that has a rat. And bro has IQ rate and 6 other mods. So literally like he would just like, as soon as I move in front of him, he's like case dead. He like runs at me, jumps, does insane damage, kills me. But I don't know, I was just thinking about how like I thought that would be a deal breaker for the setup, but it hasn't been.
Interesting.
Cause like I'm 80 maps in this build, on this build. I mean, changing to it was like insane because I wasn't having trouble on Breach on my KB, but I mean, you basically just say, hey, do you want to run Breach twice as fast and press less buttons? Just press 1 button as you move around the map, Luton. Sure.
Lol.
Like, who wouldn't say yes to that? Be fast and be less button intensive.
Odin's sword, 8% chance when striking. And then there is a skill. Oh, there's no skill. It just auto procs when I strike, it looks like. Hmm. This has 1 intelligence. Does this do arcane damage or does it do poison damage? I wonder. It does poison damage. Okay. So that means. Ooh, wait, that flail is 4 ints. Say less.
Do items have attribute requirements like PoE?
No, but they have stats and my skill of events. So I'm looking for things that give me hits because they scale minion damage. Wait, I have a cabin in this town? I never noticed. I'm gonna guess Ellie didn't hold your interests. You know, I think it's did for longer than I expected it to. But I also didn't have the greatest experience this league. Like I didn't farm all the way to Aberoth or anything like that. If anything, I would say more of a negative experience. However, I am still playing. I am actually not done. I'm just playing it off stream more or less. Crystal key. Earth to worm, are you gonna attack anytime soon? I don't know if you have a cooldown on what is going on here. But so far I'm not liking the AI, my dude. So far the AI has been pretty shite. Like it's a strong minion. Man just selects when he wants to attack. Holy. Battle Slicer of Wishing? +1 Fractal Mind Enhanced. This looks like it's pretty decent, but I can't use it. Obviously can't sell it because it's literally an Act 1 item, but Hmm. Surely you attack without me saying attack, right? I wish. Oh, so that's what the coffee beans look like. Never noticed. Attack frequency is probably what I'd end up trying to scale a bit. Before we scale so much into that, let me actually look at all the skills, shall we? Okay, so ooh. Explosion skills. There's a quest somewhere here. Let's go do that real quick. Okay, I see where the rat nest is. Let's go get it. So far I'm not liking this wounding paw, so I'm going to take it off. T. This gives me movement speed, so there's no reason not to. Then I'll put the extra point in the minions. take that. Ooh, 4 ents. Sure. Let me just confirm I don't have any of those skills. No, I do not. Cool. Summon damage increased by 9. Not the greatest. This is actually pretty decent to start. I don't think I have a good helmet. Yeah, they don't have a good helmet. Still not good. Most slightly. Is it even better? This game definitely leaves me with so many questions that it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if the pet is, if my first minion is bugged with how inconsistent it is. I assume it is. It's kind of strong, but like my guy just stops attacking. Like now, just not attacking. But Lord knows why. I don't know if it's supposed to be. It almost feels like it has a duration, but like it doesn't. It's still running around my map when it's not attacking. And then like now it's still attacking. So then you'd wonder. Shit is so confusing. I assume it's not duration in any case. It's always there. Maybe it's just it trying to catch up. Maybe we'll cope on that. Movement speed, body armor. Crystal key. Any of you good? Ooh, definitely taking that. Chance on attack to pull enemies towards the raven, inflicting bleeding. Summon an increased amount of ravens. Ravens turn into wasps firing projectiles per attack. Oh. Arbitrary dealing increased damage on hit. Someone raven now has a cooldown. Whereas you have daily portion of damage on nearby and slowing them. Increases the size of the carrion worm. Torn branches orbit the carrion, dealing damage to monsters, stunning them on hits. Devours nearby corpses, unleashing the largest portion, dealing damage and providing you with increased life and life replenish for a short duration, stacking up to 10 times. Then we have Blessed Nature, increased poison skill damage, which should also affect this guy. All of these should have Blessed Nature, so they all scale off of poison damage. Someone increasing life and mana for you and your party. What I don't fully understand is why it says like the worm gains bonuses from the ENT Raven, ENT Colossus. Like if I put points, if I put levels into those skills, will it give it damage? Because that's what it sounds like. Which means poison skill levels would be giga double dipping potentially. Ailment damage for you and your party members, increases the amount of life spirit of the forest provides to you and your party.
Back.
Welcome back. Increases all skills for you and your party members. Holy. So this is Giga's support minion. That's the Colossus, right? And then no, that's the Spirit of Nature actually, not the Colossus. The Colossus should be a damage minion. Burning fissures, knocking monsters in the air and inflicting burning. Poison damage per 500 life. Sends roots towards nearby monsters, dealing damage and rotting them for a short time. Throws a huge tree trunk with each attack, dealing increased damage and knocking enemies back on hits. Then we have the regular ENT doing someone increased amount of smaller ENT saplings that gain attack speed. Oh. So you can create saplings? Nearest monster, if far away from target, unleashes a strong area effect pulse on hit, dealing additional damage. Scatter to each other by a chain which inflicts poison and deals damage to monsters on hit. All right. Where's that ring? It's already equipped. The glove already equipped. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, jeez. But that's where I came from? Bro, I was just looking back into the game. Okay, one more loading screen. By the way, Liz, how you doing? How's WoW treating you? Wasn't I here? Could have sworn I was. Could have sworn I was here. It does also lead into the outskirts, so probably isn't where I should be going to. Kala's dagger. Two all attributes. Cool. I kind of need to check what's this vine skill upgrades into. Ooh. We finally have an offensive relic. She literally two shots the rat. Defense, life per second, life stolen per 3 int arcane. I mean, 3 ints is enough for me. Wait, hold up. But you are 4 and never mind. Where was your fan dagger? There. That's the one. This is level 8, so we have one more level before we unlock it. I feel like there was something I found that I wanted. No, I don't remember. Let me go turn in pest control for the extra level. Hopefully it's enough for a level. Nope, not enough. But if I go turn in all the others, all of a sudden I should have an extra minion, eh? Return to town, fields of battle. So one of them is ahead, one of them is behind. I need to pee. Give me a quick second, I need to pee, I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and I have food apparently. Pretty pleasant surprise.
What you get?
I ain't done me. My girl was making for herself and she made for me. So.
Got it.
Uh-huh. And then the next one is Fields of Battle. You know, every single time I confuse my keybinds is when I press T instead of C or C instead of T. It all boils down to the keybinds are so weird in this game. C, which is the keybind that you would typically use to level up your character, is used for inventory. But T is used to level up your character. It's so weird. I just realized that I should probably just invert that. Why? Where is T? No, where is C? Inventory should be I. It didn't remove anything, right? I think what I used before is skill or some shit. Then skill menu should be C. Town portal. Like that can be T. I'll leave it as V. Simply because I can misclick T. So Y becomes T. Because it just makes more sense of having a gap. Okay. That makes sense. Let me see if there's any prophet leveling setup on YouTube. Let me see what people are leveling with. What I want, what I want to do effectively is I will be testing a lot of stuff out, but with how easy it is to respec in this game, I spent like literally 5-10 seconds just trying to figure out what I want to press. See, there, as God intended. Because of how easy it is to respec, I'm going to use whatever the leveling setup is to get to the point where I can summon the ENT. But I'm going to be using the Raven alongside whatever they tell me, because the game feels like there's barely any opportunity cost. There is, technically, but it feels like there's barely any. Because all putting points into this is its damage, which is good. But I can have every single point in here without giving up much except like an extra level somewhere else. And the levels haven't felt too impactful, at least on the Necromancer. Maybe it's a different case now because I'm actually on a class that works, potentially to be continued. Because you never know. Hero Siege Prophet. Starter and progression guide. Let's see. Horned Roots / Branch Prophet.
Taxi, and welcome to another Hero Siege video. Today I'm bringing you a starter progression guide for the Thorned Branch or Thorned Roots Prophet in Season 9, which begins on April 3rd. In this video, we'll cover how to level from 1 to 100 using all the skill trees and sub-skill trees, how to set up my starter lead filter, and guide you through gearing at each stage of progression. I'll show you how to use the gearing sections of the guide as a reference,
go
so
up
you'll
to
know
60
what
daily
options you
soon.
have available without it overwhelming you. This
My
also
next set of
includes
maps.
relics, potions, chest
Good
options,
luck.
and mercenary options. And finally, we'll go through the new incarnation tree.
The reason I wasn't doing was lag,
Be sure
but
to hit like and subscribe, keep up to date with all future.
it's gonna be less laggy when you have the
build outs, just like
damage,
this one.
so It's also a good reason to use it.
Even with the explosion MTX.
Really using MTXs
Okay.
becomes kind of a lot. There's no like chill one. So, like at some point, you just feel like okay,
Is it
Just found the
best
first time.
FPS?
I lying if I could tell. The faster the die, the better your FPS. Just-
Anyways, good luck. All I'm going to say, looking at this video, tune into my stream real quick, cause
you watch it? Maybe I've watched them.
oh, it's Graxy. You've probably watched him.
Actually, haven't, but
Interesting.
I can't tune into your stream right now, so I need to catch it after this. If
Every
I click
s-
Alt to escape, it'll crash my game. Yeah, one monitor issues.
What if you just press escape? It's paused, then you alt tab. Will it still show things as it's paused?
It's alright, I'm already logging in as my game crashes.
07. Alright.
So be sure to hit like and subscribe, keep up to date with all future Hero Siege related news, content, and build guides just like this one. And let's get started. So first things first, I want to mention that
What the fuck?
I have played Prophet. I've done a little bit of testing on it, but we did
Whoa.
not go.
Is that what
super
the Prophet
crazy
looks like?
on the Prophet testing. I'm going to be providing.
I want to believe that's an AI enhanced image because it's way less fidelity in the sense of like it doesn't have the details that that she had in the opening, because she's the poster girl of Hero Siege currently. This is
image?
new. Like this is enhanced. I want to believe.
Is that what you wanted me to see?
Yes, because like in my head I'm like, well, I don't know where this came from.
Such a good friend.
guys a path that you can follow to level the class and get some progression in it and give you some theory on different items that you can go if you want to continue moving with the poison caster.
But it was like gameplay
But in
or
terms
something.
of builds that you can do with this
Nope.
character, I don't know them. Okay,
What's
there
every
are
buff for
a
that
lot of
shit?
things that are untested, and I just don't feel
You're
that's
welcome.
very fair for me as a content
Yeah,
creator.
man.
I make a lot of Hero Siege content, and being in the beta, I didn't want to spoil the experience that the community can have,
Wait, what?
and I don't know them. Okay, there are different items that you can go if you want to continue moving with the poison caster, but in terms of builds that you can do with this character, I don't know them. Okay, there are a lot of things that are untested, and I just don't feel that it's very fair for me as a content creator. I make a lot of Hero Siege content, and being in the beta, I didn't want to spoil the experience that the community can have of testing around and playing with different things.
Gone from
and solving
160
the class.
divines
The new
carried
classes
since I
are
started
some of
this.
the most
Since I picked up since I started this strat to 235.
Okay, 160 to 200.
35.
GG.
things, especially for me. I really enjoy playing with new classes, so I just didn't want to take that experience away from you guys. So this is going to again be
Factoring
a starter
orbs, too.
progression
I don't even
guide
know how
for
many. I
leveling
just
up
hold
the
on to them
character,
now.
and I have some poison related items in here, but there is a whole other tree, whole
Oh,
other
now
archetypes. There's a
eventually
lot that you
fracture
can
at
do
some
with this
point this
class
league.
that we
What?
I said a lot of fracturing orbs too.
Okay.
won't be covering. It's something that you will need to explore for yourself in the new season, or definitely use Discord.
Yeah, I was
Go
thinking
into the
about
discussion
recently
channels, talk
regarding
with
you. I
people,
was
see what they're
thinking
doing,
about
see
PoE2
what is and
temples
isn't working for
and
people.
how you felt that hard wall with your build and how like shit that experience was.
I mean that experience was bugged. I'm not going to,
Was it a bug or was it
It was.
just?
because we both know how elements work in PoE 2. I increase my damage, chill doesn't go up. I reduce my damage. Freeze build up rather. I increase the damage, it doesn't go up. I reduce it, it doesn't go down. It is just that value. And I think the only way it went down was when I used a spore gem that reduced chill effect or freeze build up or something. I get Giga build up is the exact same value. It's a bug.
Okay. That's good at least.
Is it?
Yeah, because I mean, I actually thought maybe like your build, like the minion build, just couldn't do that content because
The
of a
content
hard
was just
wall in
bugged.
terms of scaling and difficulty scaling.
The only thing
'Cause that
that's
would be more annoying because
The
that
only-
would be repeatable in other leagues easily.
the only thing that's helped the freeze build up was reducing their ailment threshold. It didn't matter how much damage I was doing with it, because I went hard on my damage, like really min-maxing that character for damage before I went down the rabbit hole of going ailment threshold and whatnot. That was when I noticed it. Like when I quit was when I noticed it, because like as soon as I noticed, I'm like, okay, so I'm just not going to bother. But yeah, it was always that value. I think I described it on Discord.
You sent many rants about it at 2 a.m.
No, not to you. It's to the Minion Discord. Is it because I'm streaming that doesn't let me search based on my name? Yeah, I was like, it doesn't matter the effectiveness or the scaling or what the damage is, but every non-unique mob gets the same amount of freeze build up. And I think the biggest tell for that was that I was insta freezing some uniques and I wasn't freezing the normal mobs.
Yeah.
And it was always a static number. Mobs come with varying health bars, varying ailment thresholds, because they have different life pools. So they shouldn't be getting the same amount of chill or freeze build up. But it was always the same 83%, 83%, 83%. Tool stillness, which was 100% damage is extra chaos, but also made chaos damage apply freeze build up, did nothing. And bitter free support, nothing. No, it was always that same 83. So like, yeah, I think at some point I ran all of them together. It didn't change that value. So like,
Actually, I mean, yeah, that's the case. Then yeah, that's tough. That's crazy.
yeah, I
I
don't
don't know if that's something they catch.
exactly. I have no idea, because it seems so niche.
It would have been worth reporting that.
Maybe.
Save another future build creator. Save yourself in the future, really. To be honest, just pre-fire that shit. I don't know if you're the kind of person to put a bug report in the forums, though.
I wasn't. That's why I didn't do it. But I can. I've submitted a bug report for D4. I can do it for PoE too.
So
The problem is I just don't believe it to get fixed, you know?
okay, with that being said, let's get going here. So first things first, we'll talk about some pros and cons. This character is very easy to
D4 then.
level. You get 25%
What'd you say?
at level 1 from one of
You know you've done it for D4 before.
I was when Waller Affix was breaking my tab build on Spirit Board. You best believe I fucking... Yeah. I told you, I put in a bug report. You know what their solution was? They just removed the entire interaction. They just said, "Oh, you like swarms? Oh yeah, don't worry, it can't be bugged if you don't have access to it anymore."
Take a chance.
your forms. You have a Whirling Blade skill that you can use to move around. You get a lot of different forms that you can choose from. One of those forms will give you the ability to fly. This is something that we haven't had since Hero Siege 1, so you can like fly over empty holes and stuff like that. You have insane in-game potential with some of the life stacking and mana stacking stuff that is available in the tree. Again, that's not something that we're going to be covering in this video. But if you want to push this game, this build into the end game, there's definitely a lot of potential with some of the different skills that are available on it. And this is one of the best support classes in the game due to the Spirit of the Forest. This can give you and your party just a ton of really cool buffs. We'll talk about that as we kind of go through the skill section. However, that Spirit is a paperweight. It falls over at everything. It's kind of like the Spirit in D2, if you're familiar. It like takes any damage and just dies. And it's a very aggressive.
Oh, sure.
In AI and Hero Siege is very aggressive. There's no way that you can like make it stand next to you and not die. It is going to go attack things. You kind of have to play this game where you keep it alive, or else you lose those buffs. As well as new classes are generally kind of expensive just because a lot of people want to play them. Fortunately, it's a poison build. This whole tree that we're playing is a poison caster. Poison's not generally on the expensive list for items, but because it's the new class, it's obviously going to increase the prices on these poison items. Okay, so it's a little bit unseen as to how expensive these things will get, because we don't know how strong the class will get later on as people build into it a bit more. Okay, so for loot filters, I do have loot filters available for all classes. This one in particular, we're going to be using the
tech where you
Poison
open
Caster
like
loot
your
filter.
map,
Make your way over to my GitHub.
your market.
What's that?
To pause the tech where you open your market to pause the map.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could actually you can click these things in it. That's kind of cool.
That's why they did it.
It's really
So you
nice
can
with these
click
maps because like
Light, I think,
you're killing
was
shit. You
why.
wanna click altars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point of the why you wouldn't just press escape or press P or something else. So you could click the thing.
For this one in particular, we're going to be using the Poison Caster loot filter. Make your way over to my my website. I'll have a GitHub in there. You can go and find the Poison Caster loot filter, and then just drop it in the game. You'll see there's an import function right here, and you can import the filter and be good to go.
I think I'll
for
actually
skill
try
trees,
with
we're gonna
this
be
with his
leveling with
filter.
thorned, roots, excuse me.
I think it's
we
really
put
important.
our points in that.
Like a filter in this game. It's like more
Yeah.
important than other games apparently. Like for campaign.
So many things drop. But like I think I briefly looked at it, and the whole filter system just didn't make sense to me.
I saw I looked at that UI. I forgot who told me. They're like, yo, they have a filter. I was like, oh, sick. Like, I clicked that UI. I was like, what the fuck? By looking at
Like, I don't know what
What is the filter?
DCABAS is. I think that's like the tier of the mods.
I'm assuming. It's just like it's not intuitive. This game is so weird. It's almost like the person that made it doesn't speak English sometimes. Not in like translation, but just like in functionality.
Yeah.
I don't know
Because,
what their reference point was for the filter. I don't know how long. If it's been there before, like LEs or something.
because like it wouldn't kill you to just have a tier above, like as a header above the DCBAS mod tier or something. But I guess the way people make loot filters, I would assume, is they'll just be like, well, I don't want to see common, so just remove everything from common, maybe leave S or something. And then as they go up, maybe you'd be like, I assume there are different types of weapons in here, right? No, it just says, literally says, oh no. Oh, you can click into it? Oh, okay. Okay. So it's really customizable. That's the worry for future me. I'm gonna pick up a loot filter. I can't even be bothered right now.
To max out the damage, get 1 point into your Spirit of the Wendigo. This is going to give you that movement speed. There's also some other buffs in here that we'll talk about in the sub skill trees, but that's going to be a good start for you. Continuing on 8 through 15, we're just dumping points into Thorn Roots to get as much damage as we can, and then make sure we put 1 point into our Leaping Charge. This is our Whirling Blade skill. This will help us dash around through zones a bit quicker. Level 16, we're continuing to blast
Breach
points
is
into
like,
Thorned Roots. This skill
you're
can
lagging
be
that
quite
much,
mana intensive, so
like
we
server
start
lagging, you actually lose out on loot because the server stuttering will stop beyond from spawning. So it's not even the frames.
So pay to win.
Pay to win about it. It's an online game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just roguelike progression.
Is this server or is this your computer?
It's a server. It's a server.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing you can do.
Your computer, if your computer says you're not running this breach map, like, I guess it's pay to win at that point, because you're just nuts. I'll log into essences and respawn.
There are points between Thorn Roots and Nature's Blessing. This is a increased poison skill damage multiplier. This will allow us to get more damage without actually increasing our mana costs and putting points in the skill. So you can, you may take 5 less points here and put them all into Nature's Blessing, however you want to work that out. Level 30 or 24, we gain access to the Spirit of the Forest. We put 1 point on that. This is just going to give us a ton of different buffs. It really kind of depends on you and what you want. There's life, mana, life replenish, movement speed. There's all those different things. There's tons of stuff in there, so definitely look at the sub skill tree and kind of decide what buffs you want from the Spirit. I would probably recommend going with movement speed off the bat just to get through zones a bit quicker. Then we also gain access to our Stormhawk at level 30, so you can choose between these two forms. This one's going to give you a ton of attack speed so that you can move through zones much quicker. And this one's and it's going to give you flying, and this one will give you just that flat movement speed, as well as you can get things like all res. That sort of thing. If you're playing hardcore and you want to be more tanky, this one will give you damage reduction, a bunch of life. You could go that as well.
225
for level 40,
currency
you want to
map.
gain access to one of our
Good luck.
augments. This will give us those circles that you're seeing.
Officially dropped
on
6
monsters
divines.
when we hit them. So this will be really nice for improving our clear. But we just continue dumping a bunch of points into the Thorned Roots.
Keeps giving me
At level
quant
70, we're just
altars.
blasting
6
our,
divines and the volatile valor,
synergies as
3
well here.
Voldos.
They're pretty easy.
6 divines, 1 volatile valor, and 3 Voldos.
GG. Well, this is pretty impressive.
And then finally,
They're
our
kinda
level
rare.
tree, we just have our Thorn Roots maxed, all of its synergies. And then we also have Thorn Branches. And with Thorn Branch, we're just maxing out the skill, all of its synergies, kind of the same deal.
Remember when we thought
make sure
we'd
you
see
grab your
Zarok or
Leaping
something?
Charge.
You mean this season?
Maybe like a younger Zarok.
Yeah. Kind of expected it to be, but maybe he'll show up at some point.
I think he'd literally just be voicing, just voiceover. Shouting at you, calling you stupid.
Maybe. Maybe not. Because here's the thing. The lores are still somewhat interconnected once they figure out how they want to link both of them. I think they might have figured it out, which is what they're trying to do with Zana. In order to like remove the Eldritch elements or hint at why the Eldritch elements are not in Fury 2.
Yeah.
Make sure you have your forms. Now, for the sub-skill tree, if you're not familiar with these are these plus signs right here. These will open up a tree that looks like this, or more so like this. You get 1 point for every 5 character levels, all the way up to character level 100. So that's 20 points for every skill that you have allocated. So here's what we're going to be using for Thorned Roots. Again, this far right augments with giving us that circle on monsters when we hit them. This can overlap for good damage. We can increase its AoE. We can get some double damage here. We have a bunch of poison break. This will really help with our overall DPS. For Thorn Branches, this is the augment that I recommend. This is just going to throw them all in an arc. It will cause a bunch of like other branches to break out to hit monsters. You can kind of pick between those two. Spirit of the Wendigo, this is going to give us a ton of our resistances, as well as we get movement speed. So you can kind of figure out which ones you want to go there. I didn't take any of the augments just because they didn't really... This is more for like the melee build, so these don't really provide us too many bonuses at this point. For Stormhawk, if you decide to go that, here's where you'll get your flying. And you also get a ton of like attack speed here as well. And then Leaping Charge, we just go for as much range and as much speed as we can get on it. One of these will also allow us to jump through terrain. I believe it's this one here. But I think you take a 15% movement speed penalty in order to do that. Okay, for Incarnation Trees, we gain access to these post 100. I do have trees available for level 10, 20, and 30. And then we also have some... I do have an in-game recommendation if you continue playing the Poison Caster. This whole build will just be based on Poison Caster. We're not going to be transitioning anywhere. This will just help you with progression to give you an idea of where you can go with the build and some different things that you can hover over to decide how you want to build out the character. For attributes, 2 points intelligence, 2 points vitality, get enough energy to feel comfortable with the build. Again, this is a bit of a mana hungry build, so you might have to put some points in energy until you can find some items that have mana on them. If you need more damage.
All right, done eating. BRB. I am back. Now let's figure out where his loot filter is. You can use my GitHub link. Yeah, so this is the oh geez. Where did he mention loot filters? Here?
Starter progression guide for leveling up the character, and I have some poison related items in here, but there is a whole other tree, whole other playing with new classes. So I just didn't want to take that experience away from you guys. So this is going to again be a starter progression guide for leveling up the character, and I have some poison related items in here, but there is a whole other tree, whole other archetypes. There's a lot that you can use to move around. You get a lot of different forms that you can choose from. One of those forms will give you the ability to fly. This is something that I'll be using the poison caster lead filter.
Poison caster. This is poison attacker. There. And then I go into loot filter, I import. I think this is one of those things where once I get comfortable with the game, I'll actually be okay with creating mine. I think it's one of those situations. Like, I'm okay creating mine on LE. So I do enjoy the fact that macro just simplifies everything. Oh geez, yo, Deconic, I'm following your Regifala Necro and already finished the medium budget. Just a quick question: which corrupted item should I prioritize on the following item after that? Which corrupted item should you prioritize? Do you plan on switching to the high budget, or you want to just get a corrupted item? Because Regifiler doesn't need corrupted items. The others do, like Absolution, moving to high budgets. Let me think. Off the top of my head, we have Doriani, we have the rings that can't be corrupted, we have the shield that's too expensive to be corrupted. Helmet corrupt is not bad if you can get level of socketed minion, but that's expensive, and it's better to just put that money into your Doriani swap. Darkness Enthroned can't be corrupted because to replace a socket. Gloves, I believe, are rare. If you're on Unetals, you can't corrupt it either, for the same reason you can't corrupt Darkness Enthroned. If you're on Jinx Juju, then you 100% can. It is definitely something that you can do. What else? So yeah, I think Jinx Juju is like, and the helmet to Dark Monarch will probably be the best corrupts, or the best bang for your bucks right now, because it shouldn't be expensive to get, too expensive to get a decent Dark Monarch corrupt with just like life or Level of minions will be on the more expensive side, but like increased life should be decent. Yes, if you want to get corrupted items. Everything else is just not worth the money compared to a what's it called? Compared to a Doriani swap. I think that should be where your mind is at for expensive items, because that swap is expensive. Between the getting minus 200, and I think this season I heard Sublime Vision was very expensive, so that is going to be the big thing. Can I use normal version of Doriani? Yes, you can use normal Doriani. It does. Corrupted Doriani is just better simply because it's an extra modifier and it's kind of easy to 6-link a corrupted item versus not. The corruption itself is flexible. You can go for reduced crits. You can go for level of socketed gems, level of socketed minion gems. Those are the ones I'd recommend above all else. If you want to be defensive, I'd say crits. If you want to be offensive, I'd say level of socketed to socketed minion. But like, broski. Oh geez. I wasn't even paying attention. The fuck killed me. Thank you for advice. I'll catch you later for more questions. I hope you enjoy. Explosion damage. Is there anything I haven't put a point into yet that I use? You. Oh, geez. The bright side is I don't need. Let me see what. Ooh. Yeah, these Ravens. We'll see how they go. I think odds that we might have to wait until we can get augment on them. Oh, that was a lot of maggots. Holy. I guess that's why I got blown up, huh? So for that one, I need to return to town. Mana per second, sure. I don't think I have a good shield anyways. Mana after each kill, chance to block. Have I really not dropped a single? Ooh. It doesn't look like I've dropped a single oh geez. Life potion. Oh, there's one. I've watched your crafting guide for the +2 Spectre, but should I use Spite Essence to get int? That is correct. You use Spite Essence. Wait. You use Spite Essence until you get... Oh, what? Give me a sec. Let me open the POB to see what modifiers we go for. Retrofilas, high budgets. I just remember if it's chance to suppress, not chance to suppress, chance to avoid ailments, boots, or not. Oh yeah, the 100%. Spite Essence until Raise Spectre, and then you follow the guide. Get a prefix if your suffixes are full. Orb of Dominance to get +2. If you have a third suffix open, block suffixes reforge to get a good third suffix, like a res, and then go for prefixes from that point on. Ooh. I think my current ones are better, if I'm being honest. I think my current ones are better. You are welcome. If you have any other questions, feel free. I do not mind. What on earth is this? And why is it not move? It is move. Pass rate, cold skill damage. And this is where we get the crimson pumpkins, if I remember correctly. Enhance damage faster and then 2 per second. We finally gotten our first life potion, it also seems. So the plan is spam spite until +1 with int and another stuff. Then suffixes can be changed, reforge. Roll for elder. Yeah, if your suffixes are full and you don't have it, you have only one elder mod. Ooh. Then you reforge chaos, because reforge chaos will give you desecrated ground, and then your orb of dominance and hope it gives you +2, in which case you have +2, you have ends, and then you have something else that you probably got. And if you don't have anything else, then you can reforge into that spot for like a res or whatever else you might be going for. So now suffixes, you have 3 suffixes. You then go for prefixes. There are multiple ways you can go for it. You can choose to go for Veiled Chaos. There's like a 1 in 12 chance you fill up your prefixes, if I remember correctly, something like that. If it's not full, you benchcraft mana, unveil movement speed, benchcraft life, call it a day. Or you can try to go for life. Actually, I think you benchcraft life for brutes, and then you unveil movement speed. Then you keep life benchcraft essentially. Or you can go for life and then benchcraft movement speed. I prefer MS because depending on what you get, you can get up to like 30% MS because it's unveiled. Whereas if you benchcraft it, it's like 24% of the maximum, I think. Something along those lines. Ooh, okay, so we have a movement skill now. That isn't not what I wanted, but so I think just follow your guide but change the essence. Correct. It's basically everything is the same. Essence just changes from, I think we use dexterity in that one, or actually no, we use torment because we're going for a chance to avoid shock, right? Or something along those lines. Either way, you're just using spite instead, and you're going the same way. Can I go in there, please? The fuck? Why did it take so long to actually go in? If I go torment, I should go for int plus spec plus essence mod. Is that correct? Or if you go for S for torment, if you're going torment and you're going for pure ES boots, yes. But I think we go for like pure strength boots, in which case no, because int can't naturally roll on pure strength. So it have to be an armor ES base so that it can actually roll on the base. Does that make sense? That's why we use spite, because spite is it regardless of if it can roll naturally or not. Now, if I remember correctly, I meant to use...
Back.
Welcome back. Vitality, life, magic, find. That's pretty decent. Exceptional skeleton bassinet of ooh. Summon damage helmet, faster recovery. Dexterity defense versus missiles. I'm inclined to take this, to be honest.
Alright, 4 more maps and then Ellie.
The fuck? When did this pumpkin get the ability to freaking move? Since when?
I have enough gold to run 3 mapper sets, by the way.
Nice.
So I've been running 3. Oh yeah, I forgot that we lose the option to pick a map.
What do you mean?
That's a big deal. Like your mappers, they just run T16s now. They don't run like the file. They don't run.
Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot that that's how it'll work. That's a big deal.
No more apothecaries from it. Maybe you get the random ones, but like, well, the odds are negligible. 25% MS is not something we skip. These are way faster bulls than I even had on my main. No. Kind of us.
This was Scry the Apothecary.
You described an apothecary?
I scried Apothecary. Big. The card is scried from the file to dunes.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. You said an apothecary? Just kind of
Yeah, I say you scried an apothecary. I have to harvest 1 more crimson pumpkin. Sorry for that, because I started in 3.26. There's so many things I still don't know. I mean, you're fine. We all started from the exact same place, so feel free to ask. Like I said, if I know the answer, I'm happy to share it. I've only been playing PoE, I was gonna say a few seasons more than that, but I mean, it is a few seasons compared to like the OGs who have been here since 2010. But like, I started in 3.20, so like just Sanctum League. That was my very first league that I took seriously. Before, I had played once, and that was like, it was a classic tale of, oh, friend asks you to try the game, you try it, you quit at Act 6, you know, the normal stuff. What the hell? I guess we'll just put another point in here.
The new T16.5 mods is less effective flask. That shit is fucking ass. Might as well just say might as well just say remove your flasks.
Anti-mage blood.
Anti-Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad, bro. Like, it's so weird that you see your Quicksilver is up, and your character literally is moving at 10 ms.
Lol. 07. I mean, that just sounds like you skipped to me.
I got it on a risk mod, so I'm just tanking it. Just tanking it for the dot damage.
Look on the bright side, at least it didn't scale.
At least.
What is the percent reduce effect?
When it doesn't scale? I don't know. Actually, I think mine scales. I think actually I didn't get it on attack when I rolled this because it's 63, which is insane. So that means I rolled that map.
07.
But it's 63, by the way.
Rip. I mean, your Giga effect, so makes sense. That means it starts off at like
I'm not Mage Blood.
35, 40.
Yeah. Oh, you mean, yeah, Giga effect, like, yeah. Funny thing is how I got unlucky. Because I never... I don't know if I'm missing something. If my game bugged. I got every shrine but acceleration shrine. You end up getting every shrine on this build, right? Because you just get every you just end up like, you know, killing that many rares.
Yeah.
But funny enough, I actually haven't gotten I'm not getting acceleration this whole map. But I have everything else. Which is making me think the instance is bugged.
I think it's just RNG.
The odds are insane. I literally haven't well Alright, did I just get it?
Did you get it?
This hasn't happened before. No, I still don't know.
I think it's just RNG.
It's hard to tell. It's a lot of icons. Yeah, I think it was just RNG too, but it's like that's a crazy map to feel that when your Quicksilver is basically not doing anything.
Maybe that's why you
Then
felt it.
No regen map, so I can't even leap slam around. So literally, I'm just like slowly walking up to every move.
What are we all these projectiles? Holy.
Make PoE too hard again.
Lol.
What patch notes this time of the fucking day, man?
Ow. Okay, we live.
Go check the patch notes.
Patch notes? PoE has patch notes? I did is support for the upcoming gauntlets. Okay. Currency action now ignores currency inside map device storage. Makes sense. Take several monsters using additive element effect and duration on their skills instead of a multiplicative. As an example, this could have resulted in a player getting shocked even if they had 100% reduced effect of shock on them. The HUD notification that shows when why did you tell me to read it? Zombies created from rares this could get up and follow you instead of remaining dead.
I wasn't saying you should read it, I was just saying that I'm surprised what they're patching this slate.
Why?
I'm not trying to get minion pack nerfed.
Lol.
I know it's late, but they've done worse nerfs late for PoE 2. I watched these people nuke a build 2.5 months into a fucking league. No point.
Ooh, this is actually huge.
Damage.
I mean, yeah, good. Just deal better damage. Holy damage. Actually, GG.
It fixed the volume zombie bug.
What'd you say?
They fixed the fallen zombie bug.
I saw. They didn't fix the... I saw a bug for that people got to use an extra ring slot to level up gems essentially.
Yeah, remember I brought that up a bit ago? It's like, yo, people are using the extra ring slot.
I don't know if I was
thought they were
here.
using it for like damage. But I wasn't sure because I was just noticed. I saw a clip of Cute Dog.
Yeah, I think Q-Dog, people were saying Q-Dog posted stuff about it earlier. But yeah, there's into level gems. And for hungry loops, it's even better because now you get to level them up in the hungry loop, so you can't accidentally level up past level 19 outside the hungry loop.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So that's pretty nice. That being said, I do think hungry loop should honestly just work with level 20 gems. Like with the number of gems or systems that don't allow you to just put XP in a gem and have it not level up, I think it's atrocious that it doesn't just straight up take a level 20 gem. The one source we had of reliably doing this, which was Alva, took that shit away real quick. Is this a... This is a wall. You know, all this time I figured all this area was like water. I was like, why isn't my projectile going through it? Turns out it's a freaking wall. The graphics just sometimes makes walls look like water. I'm dead, aren't I? Oh. I'm not. Now I might be. Move speed into life. There's no universe I don't use that. Zoom zoom. It's why is he so tanky? Jesus. Okay, so now my mana is running out, which means I need to spec into a bit more energy. Oh yeah, this is the commander. Okay, that's why. The commander that I said was kind of tanky for my leveled up character, so I was happy I came back to meet him. I didn't meet him when the game was going to send me to him. That explains a lot. He's just tanky.
I just found a blood-soaked banner gamer that looks really interesting. Also, holy smokes.
Well,
He has a +5 Dialis.
no shit.
Socketed Duration, Socketed Aura, Foulborn.
Socketed Aura would not work. Not +5.
Defiance isn't Aura tag?
Doesn't affect the damage.
So it affects the banner. Either way, I
Yeah.
thought it was interesting because he's using Cane of Colmark for some explode with Fist Up multi.
Yeah.
And then he was using the ring, the Wheel of Ulnatal.
What does that do?
It's got 3 mods. Increased area of effect of aura skills.
Okay.
Reduced reservation efficiency of skills, 20%.
Okay.
Increases and reductions to physical damage also apply to effective auras from physical skills at 15% of their value up to a maximum of 150.
At 15%. Okay. So a new ring. That wouldn't affect its damage because the banner aura effect just affects the banner. That being said, is he
like you?
What's that?
He's a minion player like you.
What do you mean he's a minion player? Like he's using minions?
I see specters, yeah. And I see.
He's using War
the
Banner.
fortification helmet. He's using Dread and Defiance.
Dread and Defiance. Like some things in there don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I feel like I
What?
might be missing some part of
That-
this setup, but I'm gonna just link it to you for you to see later or whenever.
Yeah, that ring is a power I'm like,
I mean, it makes sense because it's increased physical damage.
yeah, it gets a lot of increase.
50%.
It's not giving him increased physical damage, giving increased aura effects from what you read.
Well, it's both.
Increases to
Increasing
physical damage
reductions to
applied to
phys
auras from
also
physical
apply.
skills.
Also apply to effective auras from physical skills. So it's
Yeah,
both.
but like, oh, you know what it is? I think it's Pride Aura effect. That's what it's doing. It's choosing Pride Aura effect.
He is. Yeah, fair. I guess I could see that.
That's honestly not a bad choice. Because Pride is a very
cool
big
setup.
damage multiplier.
It's a cool setup.
Why are
I'm assuming
shabby?
at that point they have the VP specters because I see him in your life. I see him in shield, so you know he's using that screamer, that little low life, fucking always dying specter. Nothing on the Shavi iconic.
Okay.
They've used all their things on the
You
tree.
said he's in minion life, mid shield. Which screamer are you talking about?
Beyond specter.
It's not squishy.
You know.
The demon
Ah!
harpy, I'm using it. It's not squishy.
Wait,
It's
maybe
not
on
tanky,
your
but it's not
setup,
squishy.
But on average, that should be dying, bro. I've played builds with that shit. that shit dies more than everyone else.
I don't use it too often, but I don't think it's that squishy. Like, it's not squishy as the Frostbearer.
Okay, I mean,
As far as I know, Frostbearer is
I do
squishy.
remember like playing like Holy Relic and just being like, bro, this dude dies every time. That's what I got tired of resing. That's what I got tired of resing it.
Lol.
When I was doing some rippy like harvest maps, and that shit's not gonna survive that without significant investment into like defenses and the minions.
But yeah, he would be using the screamer. There's no reason to if he's using specters. But he wouldn't be getting maximum uptime on them unless he's using multiple. Because like for me, right, the reason I can use them and get the full effect is because I use spell echo. So it repeats his skill, which allows it to stack faster. Summons a totem, that's a shaman skill. I'm just going to sell everything that I'm not currently using.
The gauntlet gloves tomorrow are new ones.
I mean, that stands to reason.
I think so.
Oh, you didn't know it was in your MTXs? Content doesn't repeat MTXs. I was wondering why you thought it was repeated.
Our second gauntlet MTX. Gauntlet doesn't repeat MTX. This is kind of crazy.
Is it the second?
So our second like login one, not like, you know, go make it to this level and get a chest.
Okay. I just would have found it weird if you repeated it.
I just didn't know.
That's not how you get people to play.
That shit's starting on that. What day of the week is it? Is it just because we have a job now that shit just did it always start at a day like this?
What, starts on Thursday or when?
Starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Wednesday. It used to start on Thursday. Why don't I have the waypoints here? Good thing I use the portal. Oh, I see where the waypoint is. There. I also see where the exit is. Kill the colossal pumpkin in the pumpkin patch. I don't think I've made it to the pumpkin patch, have I? Well, I need to get this anyways, so like... When I've passed the pumpkin patch. Nope. You know, I kind of thought once I started using the loot portal, all these white items would be hidden. I wonder why they're not.
Fucking BV League. How long have I waited for this? Can't believe I even coped about the idea of not playing BV.
I mean, you are free to not play it. It's just if you had to come next league and want to play, then rush.
About it. Yeah, I feel like I was like, okay, bro. It's not wrong. I'll definitely be bitching about it next league if I don't. Especially if BV literally gets fucking triple tapped, even if it wasn't BV's fault. It's so good.
Just expect it. I don't know why you're coping on it not being.
Destroy minion pact. But why take BV? We didn't do anything.
You existed, and that's enough. I mean, Bama existed and he got a triple tap. He wasn't even popular in the league before. Did you say, you know what?
Bama has like a popular player base. I mean, I guess BV does too.
Like Bama wasn't just going through surging through the meta. It was just it's a strong build. It's been strong for a bit. It has people who play it, but like it's not at the forefront of the meta. Nothing happened. It wasn't when if it was the league after Settlers, I'd be like, okay, yeah, because of the things Settler did, because of the whole weapon anoint and stuff like that. I'd be like, okay, I can see that. Nope, they didn't touch it.
Is it dead, by the way?
Is it dead? It's not dead. It's just significantly worse than it was. Like you can't. It's harder to scale crit on it. It doesn't last as long.
Style.
Now you can't really scale duration effectively that well, so you're not just dealing with. It's way less comfy. It's still a decent setup. It's not like it's dead by any means.
Just wondering if I would enjoy Bama.
Will you enjoy Bama? You could.
Barrows, right? Like a nice
I mean, you've used it to level. What did you think?
Have I?
Yeah, you used it to twink. Remember? You're telling me about it. This isn't when that person made the twink. What?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, was that POV?
What else would it
what
be?
you're talking about, but part of me just doesn't remember doing it, but I do remember
when she made the full twink setup for different classes. You did Bama. The way you had different bows and
really
quivers and all that. Yeah.
It was really strong, I think. Yeah, it was. Was that Spectral Wolves League too?
I believe so.
It was strong. See, the broken skills, I'm a meta person because I play them to twink level. Then I leave because I'm not coping. That'll be more than what it is or anything like that.
I don't know why you just don't accept the fact that you're a meta cop. Like it's fine. No one is judging you extra for it.
We should play Bloodsoaked Banner.
What's meta about it? Have you seen the play rates?
It's very meta.
In what universe is it meta? You can't even cope with that by G.
Whatever you tell yourself, bro.
Do you know how cheap it was getting a level 4 Bloodsoaked Banner for an exceptional gem? You want to compare it to
Yeah, but this one-
BV? You want to compare it to BV?
Don't say BV, say minion pack. Stop saying
You want to compare it to BV? No, I say
If you
BV
look up
here.
if I filter BV by the people not using minion pack
No.
POV, the numbers will be
BV.
insane.
Blade Vortex.
Maybe we'll see next league that they touch blood so
When they touch it, doesn't mean it's not, it's meta or anything. It's not meta. I don't know what kind of cope you want to cope on that to say it's better, but it's not.
Say so, the chronic. Only a meta player would become that defensive though.
We say
I
so.
accept. I was like, all right, that's how you feel. I don't agree, but I believe that everyone's voice needs to be heard. You
That's-
went meta. It can't be meta.
Because it's not.
Meta.
Where is the waypoint in this zone?
There.
That's a good question that I don't have the answer to. But if you do, I'm here. Oh, there's the waypoint. In the pumpkin cellar, so we're going in there. Broski.
Like my sister called.
Okay, I assume you know I'm streaming, but go on. Oh, I think he actually just is going. He's AFK, and I think that's what he meant. Oh, yeah, I do remember doing this on my other setup. I think. How many levels am I away from? I'm level 14, so 2 levels away. Oh, so that's where the Colossal Pumpkin is. Okay, this I don't actually remember, but he did. I don't see this replacing my belt because I feel like my belt was actually pretty decent. But let's see. Oh, fuck no. This has all res, fire res, which is already big. Additive fire damage, not so much. Vitality nice, strength, dex meh. Base damage is, we sell it. How much gold do I have? 36k. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Ah, I was supposed to turn in quests. Town of Inoya. Need to turn in that one. It's down here. Sarcasta's coffee mug. My first is coffee mug. Flask cooldown is increases your move speed for a short duration of time. Interesting. Very interesting. So Quicksilver then? But it has a 45-second cooldown and a 25-second duration. I really should make this P. I really should. It just makes the most sense to me. Like the amount of time I press P. P. Context menu. Where the hell is context menu there? C. Oh shit, we have a second one. Give me a quick second. Okay, I am back. Attack speed, poison frequency, attack frequency, damage to poison targets, move speed and radius, size. What do you get? Honestly, I'd rather increase their damage. Then increase the amount. I think that about covers all the skills I have. All right, let's check this out again. This guy, what is the upgrade that's applied the AoE whenever it hits? Travel towards the closest target after each hit, unleashing an AoE pulse. I think this is a Hungry Hive Mind. So that's a level 40 upgrade that I just won't have access to. But I guess I will have access to this guy. Vitality, life, res. Decent defensively. Holy, what the fuck is this? Dude, this is actually a problem. Enhance the. I mean, helmet is not doing much. Someone damages whatever. It is mana though. Is there a universe where there isn't a second zone I want to be a part of there? King's Garden. I can find King's Throne and kill Gunhild. Northern Posts. I need to find where that is.
Back.
Welcome back. Dexterity, poison, skill damage, physical damage. Attacks can hit multiple enemies. Holy. Get the fuck away from me, alright? +1 to arcane skills. We have poison skills, so this wouldn't do much.
You poison minion build?
Yeah. Prophets, but I'm not yet fully minions yet because the minions I have access to currently have jack quirks, let's say. That was easy. Ancestral Feral Claws.
Oh. Just open 3 breaches at the same time.
Okay.
Good thing, bro.
You said it's a good thing?
Not a good thing. There's a limit time that you can open before one automatically fails.
You can open 3, it's just this total be insane.
Yeah, I was in you're in the Mirage Zone with it. It's a bit more annoying.
Does it actually automatically fail, or is it just performance? You mean?
Depending on where the breach is, if it's at the corner and it's in the mirage zone and it's a really small mirage zone, like
It
most of
doesn't
those
have spawn
monsters are
area
spawning. Yeah.
because it's already spawned
And
somewhere
if that
else or
spawn
something.
area is, being overtaken. Yeah, you get it. Doesn't happen like a lot, but sometimes you notice it when like you think, oh shit, 4 breaches, 6 breaches in the mirage zone is cool. It's like, yeah, bro, but you're only about to use 2 of those for real. Because when it's that small of a zone and you have Headhunter and Shroudwalker, like you're doing your best not to like overlap, but then at some point you look at your screen and you just see like 3 up and you're standing on the 4th one and you're just trying to move a little bit away from it.
And then you stutter.
Yes. Did I stutter?
No, I said then you stutter into the fourth one that you're trying to avoid.
Anyway, that's 20 maps done.
All right, let's try this coffee. See if I feel. Am I still on 0 charges? Is there a universe where this zone doesn't have? I don't think so. It definitely has to have the King's Throne, is it called? Let me just make sure that exit over there isn't actually called the King's Throne, shall I? So that's the northern post. Okay, so then that's to say there isn't a side zone in this area.
I started the 60-30 map. I
Yeah.
don't know why I walked out of my portal and Kosis literally spawned as I was running forward, swung me back to my hideouts. Like it was like a movie, bro. Like I literally I clicked the portal, stepped forward, Kosis literally just like spawned in front of me. I literally doing this swinging animation he does. And I just alright, bro. Might just want photo. Bro said, you want to rap, eh? 60-30.
You find out why it's 60%.
After killing them, I can't tell the difference to be honest. You could have told me this was 40 and I actually wouldn't know, so 60 seems fine. Maybe it would be really bad with 3 tank mods.
But I think this is actually where the the King's Throne is going to be. Now that I think about it.
It's crazy that my investment per map is like straight up like 5 divines a map or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I just bought all my map my map scarabs, and I went from like 620 D to like 580, and like holy fuck, that shit is expensive. Have you ever spent that much per map? That was hard.
How much?
For you, right?
5.
Or just like, yeah, what's the most like strats, most expensive strat you've done?
Ours wasn't 5 a map. It was like 3 ish. Yeah, it was like 3-ish a map, maybe. Because it was T17 that was expensive. Then Awakening was expensive. Yeah, it wasn't 5.
Did you miss Awakening this league?
Did I miss it? I didn't think much about it. I didn't get the harvestage. I did it in Frasier, so that was quite fine. My last experience with Awakening Scarab was the Giga Awakening Scarab, so.
Better. My last harvest strat was Giga. Was last league, I think. Yeah, last week. And I made a lot of money in it, so
Yeah.
I think I miss it a little bit. I just thought that was an interesting. Like, I understand why they. I mean, we've already had the conversation about how strong it is. I just was confused because I really hoped they would put the functionality in another scarab so Awakening could be used in other ways. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Awakening is a cool scarab that changes different strategies. I didn't think they just like. I just felt like it was a bit of a cop out to be like, yeah, all right, no one gets to play.
These are interesting minions. The fuck? I assume these are saplings then. Let me see. The more than increase the amount of smaller ENT saplings that gain increased attack speed. But now as a cooldown. Increases ENT's damage reduction from all sources. Yeah, let's go kill this boss, shall we?
The Highborn March.
What did you say?
Highborn come. The Highborn March. The Highborn come. The Highborn March. And when you kill him, he says the cycle continues.
From your rotten carcass, a beautiful new tree will rise.
It was so weird hearing the prophet's voice from the tree ants form. All right, let's see what we have. We have this and we have this. Vitality, replenish life, defense versus missile, mana after kill, life, giga flat damage. But this is not an attack build, it's a spell build. Or maybe that matters. That does say attack damage, so I want to believe it doesn't. Lightning skill damage increase minus enemy lightning res plus lightning res. Not quite as useful for me. Yeah, poison res. You bet. But alas, you are not. Minor life potion, we already have. All right. I think that's gonna be it for today, though. Oh, we'll be back tomorrow. Thoughts so far on the prophets is that it's okay. Haven't really got to explore minions that I would say are useful. The second set of minions I got are actually quite interesting in that they seem like they do a decent amount of damage, but they also just seem like they're fucking squishy. So like I don't know if they would be worth investing in, but from my experience, it's not going to be worth investing into them. Who knows? Maybe one of their upgrades will change that by quite a bit. We'll probably look a bit more into the potential upgrades they have, but like I can't really augment any of them until level 40. So we have a long way to go before we get into augments range, and before we get there, we have like 2 more minions we haven't tried. I think so far the Carrion one probably has the most potential because of its damage, but its AI is just fucked. The Ravens are on the squishier side, so I can't even really recommend them. But at the same time, they also don't do the most damage, so there's that. We'll see. We'll see. I assume if I can turn them into wasps, they could actually be pretty decent. Have like a like Giga Wasps shooting from the Ravens. So maybe, but that's a level 40 character at that point. So we'll see. But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Nguyen, if you have any questions, I don't know if you're on my Discord, but I'll be back same time tomorrow. You can ask then, you can ask on Discord, either or kind of works. Anyways, have a good night. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.